Hello, Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. Today is my brother-in-law's birthday. I wished him a happy birthday. You know, it's so strange how many people. Hi, Jew. Hi, baby. Um, how many people I had birthdays in December and that, and I always felt bad for my brother George because his birthday was December 25th. So, and I lost him this month, and my mother this month, so that's different. But I was thinking maybe some games or songs or something. Hi, Jesse, Lane Fitwell. I'm inviting. If you'd like to come up, you're welcome to come up. Let me put that link in. Um, just have something to talk about, something to do. If people want, I will open up. What is that called? My trivia games in that. So, oh, that's okay. I mean, honestly, I love the noise. I've been tried to move a little bit here, but I gotta figure out how to run a moving company to do it. 12 kids here screaming. Oh, that'd be good for my panel. You can all come up here. They can come up here and actually scream, and I'd have an audience. Did you know that, Jesse? I know that, Jess. That would be a good idea, Jessica. Yeah, just like I said, something to do. Come live and that. Hmm. Not very many people on today. I've checked off on and off all day. But then again, I not subscribe to a lot of channels. Um, hmm. Almost said something I don't want to say. Um, but I just want to see if anybody wanted to do something. Yeah. See, forgot the AirPods first. You put them in, and then you put the headphones on. There you go. See, I have a pair right here. Well, I used to. No, I cleaned up a little bit. So, when I went to concerts, um, I got the little tubey things to put in my ears if I wanted to. Yeah, you go and put something in there, and then put the headphones on. It's not like really tight, but it's enough that the sound can't go through it. It's what is it? Foaming, like a foam type thing, and you put them in there. Sound just bounce right off. They're jacked up on sugar. Oh yeah. You just Here's what people don't understand. If you're going to jack them up on sugar, just keep jacking them, because then they go all the way up here, and then and they're out. They're going home in an hour to my sister's. Hmm. Would you like to come up? Like I said, I don't do nothing these days. Like I said, I did take out about 6 boxes and took them over. Hi, Adventure Roxanne. Come on up here, Roxanne. I know you're just like me. I don't know if I pinned it or not, but here we go. Let me, there we go. It's pinned at the top. Okay, yeah. The link's up there. Come on, girls. I'm going to smoke a cigarette too. I'm going to close my thing off because I like to smoke behind my screen. I don't know which one I have. There. Santa Claus is here. How's Roxanne doing today? This is weird having that I'm a nighttime person now in this daylight, and I'm just waking up around now. I mean, I'm awake all day, but I'm not awake to move, you know? Plus, I turned my Gilmore Girls on, and I can sit there all through all 7 seasons and watch it. Okay, Roxanne. I was gonna say, yeah, I've been sitting there all day, all morning, all afternoon watching that. I finally went down and ate something around 2 o'clock. I forget to eat at times. You know, that's why I do have food up here with me beside me, because I'll forget to eat and then I'll think, well, if I have something up here, I can munch on that stuff. Makes it nice and easy. But, someone ding me. Okay. Hey, Truth Hurts, how are you? And Alley Cat's coming over too. Just make sure everybody's blue. Merry Christmas to everybody. You're welcome to come up, Truth. Come on up, Alley Cat. Oh, good. Like I said, you're all welcome to come up and have a conversation. You know, I don't know what to talk about. I miss Snap Camera. They took it away. Oh man, there was so much, because that's how I did my little act of my thing. I don't know if some of you's ever seen it. I'm gonna play it anyways because I get a kick out of myself, you know. Where is it? Right there.
Hello out there. Hey, have you ever
Wait a minute, I got
seen
the
me?
volume.
Someone's been trying to go and take a bite of me, so I have to keep moving and grooving because you know what? They want me. I told them they can take a lick. That's all. No more. But they want to eat me. I don't like that. You know, I have other friends here, and they say
You
they
like
can't
that, Sarah?
get
I can't hear it at
through
all.
with some of
You
these
can't?
people.
They
No.
probably
They
can't
just want
neither.
to eat us. I'll show you. Here comes Mr. Corn. I mean, excuse me, Mrs. Corn. Mr. Corn took off. Hello.
Okay, let me see what I
Yeah.
can do here.
How can I say? I've been smoking up a lot of these leaves out here. No one came to pick me.
Hmm.
I just split 'em down. Did you meet Miss Bananas? Yeah, she's a wild one. She just flips around and around and around.
You can't hear it?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
not at all. I can hear you
Well,
nice and clear, though.
I wish they would have picked me, but they didn't. They didn't pick me. I'm
In the
not
chat,
good
can you
enough
hear
to
it?
eat. But look at my
I can hear
curls.
it.
I look
Jessica
Okay,
says she can hear
good.
it.
yeah,
But
they
they
can hear it.
just didn't want to
I
pick
don't know.
me.
I can't hear it.
But
Well,
I'll show you my friend, the
I don't
alien.
know what to tell you then.
Hey, did
Oh,
you
for God's sake, these
really see
freaking
those
dogs.
people? They don't know how. They just not good for my friends. I come down to help them out because I
It's so
know
funny. We love
they'd
it.
be appreciated up above. But they won't leave here. I don't know why. They just don't want to leave their home. I guess I wouldn't want to leave my home, but I do leave my home, to come visit them. Why can't they come visit me? Yeah, I don't know. They just, what am I supposed to do? I'm their friend. I want to be here. Here's another one of my friends. Hello. Hello. How are you? I just dancing up for the ready for Christmas. La la da da. Sweet low. I guess it's Christmas and I should be singing Christmas songs, but I can't think of one. I could do the jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell singing, jingle bell ring. Dancing and prancing, jingle way. I don't remember the rest of the song. Okay, bye. I don't want to take up too much of her time. Hey, it's cold in here. Do you see all my food back there? I want to get back to eating, but I had to come and tell you hi because I just want to be your friend. Okay, so Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I am calling out all the good channels. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. So, I just want to make sure you are showed love. Let's see what we got here. Who else can I introduce you to? Oh, let's see. How about hello? You like my ears? I like my ears too. Merry Christmas. I hope you all
Hi,
have a Merry
Judge.
Christmas.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
snappy nappy. Let's see. I have some friends. I don't know if they're still around. Nope. My favorites just got taken off. I don't know who else to come see. Let's see if I can find Mr. Eggplant. He's funny. Let's see, where is he? He's really funny. Let me see. Where'd he go? Let's see. Hello! Ah,
Hello.
Mr. Eggplant. I like the
Oh, wow.
swing.
I'm
Do
so
you like
happy. The
me
main
swinging
swing.
here and there? You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wish I
I swing
had
too.
a place to go. I would pop up and down and up and down. Ooh, I'm just wiggly. Hello there. I used to have lipstick to put on, but they took it off of me. What should I do? Okay, so let's see. Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
Roxanne.
I'm stuck in the ground while he was out partying. He just wobbles all over around. But what can I say? Let's see. Hello? They left me hanging here. I don't know why. Why doesn't anybody like me? I like people. I like people. Okay. Hello? Hello? I'm afraid. They scare me. All those other people scare me. Okay. Bye now.
I have no
Hello up
idea.
there.
Hi.
Hi. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Uh,
Turn the phone this way so I can see better.
okay. Yep. I can see you better that way too.
Yeah.
You look like
Well,
Miss.
my laptop is stuck in the Atlanta airport.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I left it on the conveyor belt coming down to Florida.
Oh, did they
And
find?
so I called.
Yeah.
Nobody answered. Called on, called for 4 or 5 hours. Finally, someone answered the next morning. They found my laptop, so I'll pick it on the way back home. So I'm using my grandson's little computer I bought him last year,
Mhm.
but they got so many blocks on it that it wouldn't let me use StreamYards or Zoom yesterday. So I said, well, got to do it on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they got on kids, they have so many blocks in that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I wasn't going to mess with their settings and figure it
No.
out. I just can watch YouTube under their name, but I watch it. Yeah.
But what's where you up? Where are you at right now?
Edgewater, Florida, in the guest bedroom.
Okay. Oh, my nose is itchy.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So what you been up to?
Not much today. I went out to Aldi's an hour before they closed and
Mm-hmm.
was looking for one last gift, thinking they would have something there. They didn't have anything. They have
No.
some good stuff, but what I wanted, the cookware that they had been having,
Yeah.
wasn't a piece left. She said
Yeah.
it was gone 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
Merry Christmas, Miss Roxanne.
Hey, Alley Cat.
How you doing, honey?
I'm good. How are you?
Up, still laying down.
Yeah. Yeah, I did about a 20-minute live today in Aldi's looking around their store. It's a new one. They
Oh,
opened last year, but they had not been in it. They don't go to Aldi's as much as I do, but I like Aldi's.
I try
well,
not to go to stores, period, but
well, I will try to check the dumpsters to see if they threw away any of those pots and pans that you want.
Yeah, I thought they had not Pyrex, but something like Pyrex there at one time,
yeah.
and I was going to get one of those. I didn't have any of that, but you never know when they get them in. People could go in and buy it all at once, and then it's gone, or it could sit there until they mark it down. But they didn't have anything.
I have the original Pyrex.
Yeah, I have some of that.
Um, they come out with the new stuff. I actually like the old stuff better, but I guess they had recalled it years and years ago, like back in the 70s or something.
Right.
I don't remember what the reason was. Probably something that they put in the glass when they made it, or they were
Yeah.
exploding. That's what it was. They were overheating and
I
exploding.
thought it was exploding. There were some bubbles
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah, they were. It really wasn't as oven safe as you thought it was. They were
Yeah.
exploding on people.
Yeah. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa D. I
Hi,
can't see
Lisa.
the chat room that well, so
Truth says, Alley Cat, oh my God, you do dumpster diving? I'd love to do, but scared of getting in trouble.
Nope. Legal in every single state in the United States.
unless it has "do not trespass" or a lock on it. Other than that, you can
Yep.
go anywhere.
Yep. If it's got like CVS Pharmacy, Walgreens, some of them have their dumpsters in the open. The other ones, they have a gate. If you
Yeah.
open that gate, then yes, it's trespassing.
It's trespassing.
And
yeah.
like some of the malls that you go to, you can
Mhm.
go into the mall dumpsters, but some of them you can't go into the mall dumpsters because they have them hidden, and that's trespassing going back in there.
Yeah.
So you just have to look and see if there's no trespassing. Stay away. If it doesn't, jump right in.
Yeah. See, I pulled up the laws on dumpster diving to see if it was legal here in my state that I'm in, and it said it was legal in every single state.
Yep.
I looked up the county and the city to make sure that, because like the town I'm living in, on my side of the street, we can't shoot guns, but across the street they can, because I'm on the city side and they're on the county side.
Okay.
So I
Lady.
factored that in, but I screenshotted everything. So Aldi's was actually the only store that I recalled the police on me. And I showed the officer that what I was doing was perfectly legal, you know. But the manager was saying I was stealing his garbage. That's what was cracking me up. I had a hard time keeping a straight face. You're stealing my garbage.
Legally, in any state, once you throw garbage out and put it at the street,
Yeah.
anyone can legally go in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the reason I've been getting on the dumpster divers, though, is because when people move out of their places, they just throw everything into the big dumpsters and the grocery stores and stuff. And that's kind of ruined it for the people that, go dumpster diving,
Hey,
that aren't
Rod.
looking for, your living room set that you throw away or your dirty mattress.
Yeah, that's right. And
Let me see, check out the chat here, see who's in here.
Big Bird 49 bag. Yeah.
Hi, Roy. Hey, Lady Crafty.
I was just telling my neighbors, I says, I mean, we pretty much got to leave everything in here because the house I'm moving into is a lot smaller. Okay. This way. And we won't have, we have a shed back here. We have our 2-car garage up there. And we have stuff. And 90% of it is going to have to sit back there.
Well, I'd be renting me a great big storage unit and putting it all in a storage unit. Well, I imagine they're a fortune up there.
Yeah.
We only pay.
And they're not very safe.
Yeah. Yeah. When I first moved up here, I had a whole collection of antique hand blown decanters
Mm-hmm.
and my record player and all my albums.
Yeah.
Somebody broke the lock on my storage locker, and it was in a gated storage facility.
Mm-hmm.
They cut the lock off. They threw the lock inside, put their own padlock on it. So we got some bolt cutters. We cut the lock off that they put on it. But the only thing they stole was my antique decanters and my record player. And they said, "Oh, we're not responsible if people climb the fence and steal from you." And I'm like, "Then why have you got a freaking fence around the place?"
Yep.
But the place I'm at now, I mean, it's wide open. My stuff's been sitting in there for probably a good 5 years now. Ain't been touched by anybody. I only pay $50 a month for it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but I gotta move the rest of my garage into it.
Yeah.
Then we can actually move around in there.
Yeah. But so someone wanted to know if we wanted to play bingo. That's up to you guys.
Not really.
Not really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I pop in once in a blue moon and play bingo, and I'm always off by one number. I usually give up.
Well, I was going to play this week. I was going to do trivia bingo where you don't need numbers, where you answer the question and you spell out the word bingo. Okay? So,
That's creative.
yeah. Excuse me. And that way it's still playing a bingo, but it's still playing trivia too.
Yeah.
Different.
Tringo. Trevingo.
Trevingo.
We've got a new game here. Trevingo.
Maybe I'll start calling it that. Trevingo. But I thought about that. I don't know if anybody suck at trivia. Yeah. So do I. That's why I went and got the new questions are all from
Oh my God.
young
Dog just sat on my face again.
Oh,
Let me sit up. Enjoy your trip.
well,
Sorry about that.
that's okay. Well, come on up, Jessica. Anybody's welcome to come
What
up.
do
We can just talk. If you want. But see, let me see if I. How about Wheel of Fortune or Tic Tac Toe? You like that, Roxanne?
I know Wheel of Fortune. I've played tic tac toe, but not played it online. So
Okay, it's been
play it if you want. I'll sit here and watch.
yeah. Well, no, you're good. You're going to be one of the people that picks.
Okay, I don't care.
You have to
okay,
answer
which game are we playing?
Tic Tac Toe.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know if my phone can do it or
1
not.
second.
Are you talking X's and O's?
Yes. 1
Okay,
second. Let me see.
I think.
Yeah, this is the first time I've come on StreamYards on my phone, so we'll just have to see how it does.
Okay, let me see how this goes.
Because I can't get the camera on my phone to focus right where I want it.
Well, you're nice and clear.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the thing about this guest bedroom, well, the whole house, there's not light in the middle of the room. They have to
Yeah.
use lamps.
That's what my new house is too. It's like,
Kathy, I hate to tell you this again, but I actually really like that place.
I don't give a
But
shit.
but then again, I've never seen the inside of your house, so I don't know what the rest of your house looks like. I've only seen your bedroom.
Yeah.
So I have nothing to compare and contrast. But other than painting it a different color, I like it.
Let me see if this is
But no, back in the 80s when these houses were built, it was trendy to have these fancy kind of shade lights to put in the corner here instead of a light overhead.
Yeah.
Are you talking about track lighting?
No.
No light at all.
No
Oh,
light at all. They were stand lamps. They were the stand and the lamp, and they were designed like that.
oh yeah, they're called torch lamps. I have two of them out in my garage right now.
Yeah. There's
They were
just a big
useless.
tall lamp sitting behind me. That's the only light I get in here.
Let's see something.
That's why it's kind of dark.
Don't worry about it.
But I think I may send them some of those new light bulbs that are called the daylight light bulbs.
Yeah.
They put off a lot of light and it helps if you're depressed because it's like you're outside. I love them.
Well, I'm depressed and I don't want to go outside.
Let me see if I can get this now. There we go. Why are you doing this to me? Let me see if it's this. Oh, there it is. I just added the wrong one.
What did you do, Indra? What did you do? Huh? You came running over here for protection.
1 second. Oh, not the right thing. Try this one more time. There we go. Okay. Let's see how this works. Okay. Go full screen layout. Okay. Let me see if I can get this started. Okay. Round 1. Okay. Team 1 and team 2 we have. Okay. Let's see. Now I made this one, but I don't know. Okay. Let me get a question for you. Let's see. Who's 1 and who's 2?
Well, is the chat playing?
Chat, are you going to play tic-tac-toe?
I don't care. Just choose, because you're probably the one that's going to have to push the buttons anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll have to push the buttons. You're here for the wax removal? Give me. I started singing. That's all I could sing. Hi, HVACs. Okay. So, let me get
Me and
back.
Roxanne will be team 2.
Okay. Okay. They wanted number 1.
Yeah.
What element? Let me see if this is even shown. There we go. Yeah, I did number 9 for you, Jessica. What element does the chemical symbol AU stand for? HVAC will help you if you need help with that one. He knows that one. Nope. Not aluminum.
Allium.
Aluminium.
It's not that one.
All right, let's think.
Let me, yeah. You take your guess. I got to get back to that page. Wait a minute. Okay.
Can I call my ringer and ask him what it stands for?
No.
No ringer tonight.
No ringer tonight.
Yeah.
What is the
He's sleeping anyway.
Chemical.
You want to pass?
I don't know it.
Oh, it's a chemical. Okay, chemical. AU.
Helium?
Nope.
Clorox bleach.
No. Ready?
Whatever that stuff is, it's in Clorox.
It's gold.
Is it
That
really?
was my next guess.
It's gold.
You should have made your first guess. Did you know that, KK?
What? The AU?
That it was gold?
Yeah. That's why I said HVAC should have answered that for it, because he knows what it would be. See, I can't see the chat. I didn't pull up the chat on mine. Okay, what number units want up here?
Number 5.
Okay.
For the center.
What was the date of the Black Tuesday?
Stock market.
Oh, God. What year was the stock market crash? It was in the... Roxanne, was in it in like the 30s?
Well, there did one crash back in the 30s, but there was one in the 90s too.
Yeah.
I can't see the chat, so that's what I'm
Was the one in the 90s was the one they called Black Tuesday, wasn't it?
I don't know what they called it.
How are we supposed to know what the date was? Might be able to draw a year out, but you want to pass on that one?
1929?
Okay, I'm checking the answer. 1929.
All
October.
right. For the center. Good job, Roxanne.
Okay, chat. Why can't I find my own channel? Why isn't it giving me my own live? That's history.
Number 1. Whose turn is it? We get one?
No, it's the chat's turn. Tell me what number they picked.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Can you hold on just one second? I'm confused because there's 2 X's up there. It should be an
Because they
exponential.
got theirs wrong. They got theirs wrong, and it automatically gave it to the other team. Then it was your turn, and you got yours right.
Okay.
So, yes.
All right. Okay, now I got the rules of the game. I got it.
Okay.
Okay. I think I understand now.
Okay. And they went number 6. Okay. Here we go. What do you put on your feet? Now that's chat. Chat, what do you put on your feet? Happy holidays. Always working. Socks. Socks. Okay. Socks or shoes. Correct. And
I'm
there's
barefoot all the time.
okay. Up here.
Number 1.
Number
Number 1 for the win.
What is my favorite color?
Red.
I don't know. Ready? Turquoise. Incorrect. Wrong.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I was going to say turquoise, but I was like, no, that's my favorite color. I don't ever remember you telling us what your favorite color was.
Okay. Who's wait a minute? Chat. They went number 7. What is my choice of drink? Coffee? Nope. Pepsi? No coffee. Pepsi. Y'all got it wrong, guys. Okay, up here.
Number 8.
You want to take number 8? Okay. What is green?
Grass.
Hi, Carrie. Just saying grass. Trees.
Ah.
Wrong.
Oh, they blocked us.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The first person that puts out the answer. Jessica put coffee. Truth put coffee. And then Lisa got. Yeah, your teeth are good. Yep, I could see you, Lisa D. Are you up here? One second. No, you're not up here, so I'm behind a big screen, so I never know what's going on up here. Let me get okay. What number now? Whose turn is it? You went there. So it's chat. Chat, what number now? Number 3.
Ah, dang.
Okay. What is the most popular love song?
I used to know this.
I know it's their turn, but it's a popular love song for now or for all times?
I don't know. I can't answer these questions. That's how you take the risk of your trivia. Jack?
Come on, chat. You don't know it?
Okay. Nope. Not Lady in Red. I Will Always Love You. Whitney Houston.
I'm sure it's Dolly Parton's version.
Onions won because they got that wrong, so you won.
Oh, cool.
No, it's no, it is Whitney Houston's was the biggest.
Wow, her version was more popular than Dolly Parton's version?
Yep,
Wow.
yeah.
She actually did sing that beautiful, though.
Yeah, they both did. I mean, yeah. But that's the only tic-tac-toe one I did.
But I'm more of a Dolly girl.
Yeah. I
I
know that
love
was
my Dolly.
a tricky question. Let's see that. Let me see if I can get one of the Wheel of Fortune's running. Okay.
I will always love you.
Okay.
HVAC rigged.
It's always rigged.
Yeah, truth. They actually just opened a Food City a year and a half ago, 2 years, maybe. I've only been in there twice. They were a little bit on the pricey side for me. Never even thought to check their dumpster. Dang.
Do you check Tractor Supply?
No, I don't think we have one close by here. It would be way up in the other direction, up in the city.
This will work.
I've heard of people even finding the clothes from Aldi's store in the dumpsters before.
Yep. Oh, yeah, they throw away a lot of clothes.
I'd love to get a hold of some more of their clothing. I love their clothes.
Hi, Sugar Plum.
There's a YouTube channel, and it goes through everything that's being recalled.
Thank you, Sugar
And
Plum.
they were recalling, like, the double basket air fryers because 40 of them had caught on fire out of the millions that they sold. And I was like, oh, I got to go hit the dumpsters, all those air fryers, and every single store is going to be throwing them out. And I just couldn't get my butt motivated to go do anything.
Right?
Why isn't this working? I already did that.
Yeah, I think my daughter's got one of those. So her father-in-law gave it to her. They were recalling them, and so they told the people to just cut the cord, and they would send him a new one. He cut the cord, and they sent him a new one, but he never sent the old one in, and they never said anything. So he repaired the old cord, and my daughter's using it.
Come on, why isn't this working? Let me see. What tunes we'll see. Let's close that one down and start this over. No. There we go. There you goes, guys. The first question: who was the lead guitarist in the Rolling Stones? Anybody know music?
Ron Wood.
Ron Wood.
I'm thinking Keith Richards, but
let me see.
I can't remember if he was the lead guitarist or not. Yeah, I'll go with Keith Richards.
It was Richard somebody.
Keith Richards.
Okay, let me see. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know what happened here. Okay, we're going to start with this. Let's see if this catches up yet. Which band released an album, Nevermind, in 1991? Night, Sugar Plum Flurry. Lisa says Brian Jones. There's your choices, guys. KK broke it.
We still have the question up on the board of who was the
Okay.
lead guitarist for the Rolling Stones.
Okay, let me see what's going on here.
Oh no, I misread that. The Stone Roses.
Okay, take this one out.
I have never even heard of that band.
I don't know that band either.
I see. We both saw Rolling Stones. We didn't see Stone Roses. Never heard of
Yeah,
them.
I didn't read it right.
There we go.
Okay. Who's up first?
This A, B, C, or D, guys, for 100 points.
D.
Is it D?
No, I said yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I know who it was. It was a choice between two. Should have went with my first choice.
It was B.
B.
Yeah, it was B.
Yeah.
Those were my two. And I went with the wrong one. I went against my gut.
Mm-hmm.
Channel got that. Okay. Okay. Next question. Okay. Which band released the album Rattle and Hum in 1988?
No idea.
Okay, 1 second. Let me see if I.
You too.
Yeah, it's coming up with the answers, guys. I think I tried this one time before. This game.
Yeah, I think you had a problem with it back then too.
Yeah. But oh well. That's what I tried.
That's all right.
That's all you can do.
Now,
Yeah.
tic-tac-toe wasn't too bad if you had more questions for it.
That's I only made the one game. I wasn't sure if it was going to work. I was going to try it one time and never got that far to it. Man, is it hot up here?
Right.
Yeah. So I like the multiple choice too. What I can do is wait a minute. You know what? Wait. Let me see something. See what I do have. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't think this is what I wanted. Yeah, because that was last night or the last time I. Let's see what else is in here. No, that ain't what I want. Let's see. Darn it. No, I just named it and didn't put anything on it. Let's close. You gotta close some of these windows, otherwise I'll get confused on which one I'm supposed to be on. Come on, why are you doing this? Yeah.
Jessica.
Stack's here. I didn't know he came in. Stack's probably with his grandchildren. Lisa D says, I'm glad they found your laptop, Roxanne.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad I found it too.
Yeah.
It was just my mistake. Didn't look, thought I got everything out of the basket.
Yep. Okay. Don't get confused. Who's supposed to be getting confused? Let me see what they like I said, I do have some more programs. I just gotta find that other. I'll look through this one again. I have more questions in that. News media rules part of this bar. What happened to it? Okay. Okay. What is the shape of a center of a Japanese flag?
What? What?
What shape is in the center of the Japanese flag?
Japanese flag. Oh, a moon? Half moon?
Nope.
Star?
Nope. Circle.
That's what I thought.
Thought it was a circle.
But
Yeah.
I get Japan, China, Korea. I get those all mixed up.
Chat. What year did the first Star Wars film come out in theaters? What year did the first Star Wars film come out in the theaters?
1978.
It's not your turn. It was chat's turn. But you're not right anyways.
I want to say 1978 or 77.
It's not our turn yet, I don't think.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you when it's your turn. I'll say panel and the other
Okay.
one I'll say chat. And all of you's got it wrong. It's 1977.
77.
Yeah.
Yes, I stood in line for 9.5 hours to see that with my brother.
What happened here? Man, going from one page to another page on this darn thing. Okay. Okay, let's see what else kind of questions might have. Okay. Panel.
Yes.
What is the largest technology company in South Korea called?
In Korea?
In Korea, South Korea.
Is it Sony?
Nope. Chat. What is the largest technology company in South Korea called?
I know.
Very good, Jessica. Samsung.
Samsung. Yep.
Samsung. Excuse me. Okay. Chat, here's yours. What was the very first soda to be consumed in space? Very good. Coca-Cola. Okay. Panel.
Yeah.
1 second. I want to see. No, it won't work. Okay. What eligible food never expires or goes bad?
What food?
What edible food never expires or goes bad?
Twinkie.
Nope.
All right, let Roxanne take a shot at it.
Okay, Roxanne?
I'm thinking. I want to say honey.
Very good, honey. Yes. Okay.
I'd rather have a Twinkie.
No, thank you on the Twinkies.
Okay. Okay. Chat. What drink did the first vending machine dispense? What drink did the first vending machine dispense? I never would have guessed this one.
All right. If they don't get it, can I take a guess?
We'll wait until they take guess.
Okay.
Very good, Jessica. Holy water.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. Holy water was the very first drink that was first vending machine dispensed.
Well, some pastor was very busy.
Okay. Panel. What does the average American do 22 times a day?
What does what?
What does an average American do 22 times a day?
– 22 times a day?
Yep.
Oh, blink their eyes.
Nope. Sarah?
Just give me a second. That was a really good answer, Roxanne.
– 22 times a day? What do I do 22 times a day? Besides turn on YouTube.
Walk or take steps.
Is that what you're saying? Steps?
Yeah,
Nope.
that's way more than I take.
Very good, Lisa. Open the refrigerator.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Which material was the first ice hockey puck made from? And that's the chat. What material was the first ice hockey puck made from?
I think I know that one.
Wait, and I get an answer from them. Very good, Jessica. Frozen cow manure.
What was it?
Frozen cow
Cow poop.
poop.
Cow poop. Oh, okay.
Okay. Panel. Iceland diverted Diverted. Some roads diverted some roads so the drivers do not disturb what creatures?
What? Repeat that again.
Iceland.
Iceland diverted some roads so the drivers do not disturb what creatures?
We're getting the bad ones here, Roxanne. Trying to think of what creatures are in Iceland.
Polar bear.
Nope.
Moose.
Nope.
Okay, throw it to the chat.
Chat.
I know I'm going to be mad when I hear the answer.
Iceland diverted some roads so the drivers do not disturb what creature? Jessica, you're right. Elves. Elves.
I didn't understand that question, I guess.
I don't know.
They must be endangered there then.
Yeah. Okay. Chat, how long is 90 miles beach in New Zealand?
How long is the 90-mile beach in New Zealand?
Nope. The beach is called 90-mile beach in New Zealand. It's not 90 miles. Nope, not 30. 88. Nope. Up here, panel.
I have no idea.
All right, so they did the obvious one, which was 90 miles.
"90 miles" is the name of the beach, actually.
Yeah.
Well, Jessica, you can't keep guessing. It has to go back and forth. But she wrote the right answer, 55 miles.
Okay.
Okay?
Didn't know it anyway.
Me either. Let her have it.
Yeah, that's all I have right now. Because most of the ones I do have saved, everybody.
See, I thought that was one of those trick questions, like which weighs more, a ton of feathers or a ton of gold?
Yeah.
They weigh the same.
Well, believe it or not, somebody was actually sitting there for 15 minutes trying to do math to figure it out. Everybody in the chat was hysterically laughing at her because she claims to have a 200 IQ.
But, oh, shoot. Like I said, I just, I do have other ones. I could look some up if you want. And then share it from there. Let me try that. Makes it easier when you guys get to read it yourself.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing Christmas questions related to Christmas.
I know, but that's easy. Everybody can get them. I like to be
Not
hard.
always.
I know. Let's see.
Well, I was
Look
useful.
up where was the first Christmas card sent from.
I think that one actually came up in Victoria's chat. That question.
It did. Yeah.
Can't remember the answer, but
Me neither.
for somebody who hates Christmas as much as I do, I actually do pretty good on the Christmas questions.
Mhm. Yeah, that everybody's done the ones that are online. Let me see something else. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see about this one. Hmm.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if this will work. Let's see. No, it's all it's shown me is pictures. I think. Oh wait, there's the questions. Yeah, but it's not telling me the answers. Okay, that ain't gonna help us. Oh, hi, Jack Ledman. How are you? Okay. I'm trying to find better questions than that. Let's see. See for that. Let me see if this will work. What this one's about. Okay, that's it tells us. It's not the questions. How about we'll watch and talk about Christmas toys that were outrageous and craziness. Okay.
Oh.
Let me find it and turn it on.
Cube. This interesting contraption landed in the hands of the Ideal Toy and Novelty Company, who renamed it the Rubik's Cube. This became the biggest toy of 1980, and kids everywhere wanted one for Christmas. Within the first 2 years, they sold more than 100 million units. The success of the toy has led to other geometric puzzle toys, but the Rubik's Cube has remained popular ever since. There are even competitions to see who can solve it the fastest. In 1981, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was created, and it was introduced as a series of incredibly muscly action figures. At the time, they were nearly 2 inches larger than Kenner's Star Wars and Hasbro's G.I. Joe action figures. Every little boy wanted He-Man and Castle Grayskull for Christmas that year. Hasbro's My Little Pony gave Barbie a run for her money in the Christmas season of 1982. These toys came in a range of small vinyl horses with long and bright grimmable hair. Each pony had its own adorable name, as well as a unique emblem branded on the hind quarters.
That's okay. I'm sorry.
One of the craziest Christmas toys of all time has to be kids.
Yeah, I remember those.
Having
My
a
mom
long,
used to make them.
doughy body. They first appeared on a television show in 1980 and were called Real People.
I remember that.
In 1983, the renamed Cabbage Patch doll created a terror in the stores when parents desperately pushed, shoved, elbowed, and punched their way down the toy aisle in hopes of snagging this doll before Christmas.
Okay, wait a minute, guys.
This became known as the Great Cabbage Patch Craze.
I'm going to tell you, I worked at Children's Palace, okay? And we got those in, and we were allowed to have 2 of them. I had no kids at the time. Didn't care for it. I mean, I was the person that took them out of the boxes and set them up and stuff like that. Had to look for certain ones for certain employees and that. But yeah, they were all coming to me. I'm like, I don't care who gets my 2. I don't want them, you know?
Yeah.
Boy, I was stupid.
Well, when they first came out, I remember me and my mother was in the store, and I saw it, and I was like, that doll is so fugly that it's actually cute. I bet that's going to be a big collector's item. And she's like, oh, don't waste your money on that. So I didn't buy one. And within a week, it was this big craze. So now we're back at the same store, and this woman in front of us in line, this is when they put the 2 per customer limit on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady had 4 of them. And so the cashier was arguing with the woman. And she's like, there's a limit. You can only have 2. And she's like, but I have 4 granddaughters. I can't just send 2. I have to send 4. And she says, well, you can only purchase 2. So my mother grabs 2 of her Cabbage Patch dolls And the lady kind of spun around, looked at my mother, and she says, "Go ahead and check out." She says, "But I need all 4." She says, "Go ahead and check out." So I just kind of nodded at the lady, like, trust her. She don't go for this crap. So the lady checks out, and my mother says, "I'd like to purchase these 2 dolls." And she flings them forward. And she says to the lady, "Oh, I don't quite have enough money. Do you have enough money could you loan me some money to pay for these dolls?"
Yeah.
And they said the reason that they put the limit on them was because people would be selling them online and making a fortune off them. And my mother went on a tirade. I mean, she cursed from A to Z. Once you get your effing money, you could stick that thing up your rear end and it's none of your damn business. I mean, she really went off on that poor cashier. I really felt bad for the girl. But the lady did get her 4 dolls though for her granddaughters.
If you received a Cabbage Patch doll that Christmas, then I'm sure your parents have an interesting story behind that adventure. In 1984, Hasbro introduced Transformers, and the toys were the hottest items for that Christmas. These Japanese toys could shapeshift from robots to motor vehicles and more. The toys were launched with an epic backstory and a supporting line of comic books. The Transformers craze continued to grow with television shows, games, films, and even their own cereal. In 1985, the world was introduced to Teddy Ruxpin. He was a cuddly animatronic teddy bear that could read bedtime stories, and he was developed by a former Disney Imagineer named Ken Forsey. Teddy's technology was the same kind that was being used in animatronics at theme parks. The bear had a cassette tape player and facial features that would move with words. Teddy was somewhat pricey, but he became the best-selling toy of 1985 and 1986 with sales in the millions. By the mid-80s, the Atari craze had slowed, and many thought the gaming console idea would soon be a thing of the past. That's where Nintendo set out to change everyone's thinking. Japan infiltrated the American market in 1985 with the Nintendo North American division. They reassured retailers that they only had to pay for the units sold, and any units not sold could be returned for credit. This gamble didn't really pay off the first year, but in 1986, Super Mario Bros. Was released and sales skyrocketed. Kids who received this game system as a present that Christmas will never forget the feeling they had when they first saw it and played it. The Nintendo Entertainment System solidified the game console, and people have been gaming ever since. In 1987, the Koosh Ball came out and became the most desired toy for that Christmas. It was invented in 1986 by Scott Stillinger after he was having trouble teaching his young children how to catch. The Koosh Ball was intended to be soft enough not to hurt anyone, but also much easier to catch. The name for the ball came from the sound it made when it was caught in his hand. Scott was so confident in his design that he quit his job in order to begin manufacturing this new Koosh Ball.
I have those.
Troll dolls were created out of wood in the late 1950s by a Danish fisherman named Thomas Dam. American toy companies copied the concept with a plastic version that became popular in the 1960s. Troll dolls reemerged in the late 1980s, and it became highly sought after in 1988. Kids not only loved them, but so did the adults who decorated their workspaces and offices with them. In 1989, the Game Boy from Nintendo became the highest desired item of the Christmas season. This 8-bit handheld console had an enticing design with a bunch of great games. The game system was convenient, and kids were soon playing these everywhere. This follow-up to the Nintendo Entertainment System became an instant hit, and it revolutionized portable gaming for the future. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles became huge thanks to a massively popular animated series about witty, crime-fighting turtles with an appetite for New York pizza. In 1990, their live-action movie was released, and the Turtles had totally taken over the youth market. That same year, they became the best-selling toys for that Christmas. These fighting turtles remained popular throughout the 1990s, and even today, people can't get enough of them.
Yeah. They're still set off.
Super Nintendo hit the market in 1991, and it was a follow-up to their ever-popular original gaming console. However, this time, Nintendo faced stiffer competition from the competing 32-bit console, Sega Genesis. The first major console war had officially begun, but that Christmas, it was Super Nintendo that came out on top. The Talk Boy made its grand debut in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, as a handheld recording device used by the movie's prankster, Kevin McAllister. A retail version was released on the same day as the movie, and it became the top toy for Christmas in 1992. This toy became so popular that several spin-off versions were created, including Talk Girl and Talk Boy FX Plus. In 1993, the Super Soaker became the hottest toy of that year. So much so that kids still wanted one for Christmas.
That's why
It was developed by a NASA engineer named Lonnie Johnson. He was working on a heat pump that could use vaporized water pressure instead of hazardous Freon. When the pump sent a stream of water across the room, Johnson pivoted towards creating a high-powered water blaster instead. His first prototype was called the Power Drencher, and it was made out of PVC pipe and an empty soda bottle. In 1993, the Fox Kids Afternoon TV block introduced the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and the live-action showdowns soon rose to fame. Their immediate success gave way for the toys, which became highly desired for Christmas in 1994. The following year, in 1995, a movie was released. In 1995, the world was introduced to Thai Beanie Babies.
Oh, yes.
These inexpensive
I have a
filled
bunch of
animals
those.
became super popular, and they were on most kids' Christmas lists that year. Soon, both kids and adults were collecting them and hoping to find the rare and valuable ones. These dolls came at a time when the internet was just really starting to take off. That, combined with a supply and demand issue, led to a collecting frenzy. Today, there are certain Beanie Babies that some people claim are worth thousands of dollars on the resale market.
They are.
In 1996, Tyco Toys hit it big with Elmo and his infectious laugh. They released Tickle Me Elmo, and the Sesame Street doll became the most in-demand toy of the Christmas season. During the Tickle Me Elmo craze, shoppers trampled over store employees and engaged in physical battle with other parents, all in the name of the Christmas spirit. Before cell phones really took over, teens and preteens became hooked on a virtual pet named Tamagotchi in 1997.
Yeah.
This little keychain game required the user to give constant attention to their little pet, or it would starve and die. There were multiple different ones, and they were on the top of Santa's Christmas list for that season. Soon after, these toys could be seen on backpacks everywhere. In 1998, the furry came onto the scene.
I still like
Hasbro
those.
came out with these furry creatures
a
that
couple of
sort of
those still.
resembled a gremlin and an owl mixed together.
I got the
During
first
the holiday season,
whatever you
parents
call
were
them.
once again fighting in the stores in order to bring home this highly coveted gift. This toy found its way into millions of homes, where it would speak Furbish until it learned other phrases like "I love you." Furby also became a toy that caught the attention of the US government, who wanted these toys banned from military bases and high security buildings such as the Pentagon. The fear at the time was that they could spy on different operations and leak top secret information. Today, this seems laughable considering how everyone has cell phones, but it was a hot topic in the late 1990s. In 1996, Pokemon became a Game Boy game, and then it quickly grew into TV shows, toys, and movies. But nothing seemed as big as the Pokemon trading cards. In 1999, kids everywhere began collecting the cards, and they were on a lot of kids' Christmas lists that same year. Today, there are certain cards in the right condition that can be worth a lot of money.
I got a friend in Australia who wants to buy my Pokemon cards.
Toys are a huge part of our childhood, and no matter what you had, you'll never forget them. So what were your favorite toys and some of your memories with them? I would love to know more in the comments below. As always, thank you so much.
That was cool to find out.
Yeah. Yeah, I was working at Toys R Us when the Furbies first came out, so I got one of the first edition before they recalled them.
Yeah.
And then when they put them back on the market, I got the newer version. So I have two of them, still in the boxes, mint condition. I have a lot of that stuff, like the what that.
Yeah, I have the original Furby. We went to the store to get them, and there was a line of people. Well, the
Hmm.
store says we don't have them. I said, well, can I get a rain check because they're on your after Christmas, after Thanksgiving sale. So they gave
Hmm.
me a rain check. I get home an hour later, get a phone call from the store. We found the Furbies. And
Well,
so those that had rain checks could get a Furby, and we didn't have to fight over them.
well, when I worked at Toys R Us, I would I'd be walking the aisles and stocking the aisles and stuff when the trucks
Mhm.
came in.
And you had to take
Th-
and make sure they weren't hidden behind other things and that.
n-
Yeah.
No, no, they would only give us 5. So I had the headset on. So anytime the phone rang, I would tap the headset, and people would say, I just wanted to, before I travel all the way to the store, do you have any Furbies?
Hmm.
And I said, yeah, we do. We just got some in this morning. And I would never tell them how many we got in, just that, yes, we do have some Furbies in the store. So they were like, well, can you put some up for us? And I was like, no, we have a strict store policy. We cannot put anything up for anybody. Sorry.
Yeah.
So they show up at the store and they come up to me and they're like, you're the one I spoke to on the phone, right? And I was like, yeah. And they was like, well, you said you had Furbies, but there's none on the shelves. And I said, because they sold out. You should have drove faster. But yeah, like all the hot toys, that everybody
Yeah.
wanted. Me and my brother had like codes.
Yeah.
And so like my brother would say his kids were into the Rugrats and they were all collecting the Rugrat kids. And so he would call me up at Toys R Us and he would say, yeah, I hear the conditions there at Toys R Us are getting bad. And I said, yeah, the whole place. I said, we just found an infestation of rats.
Mhm.
And then he'd show up at the store and everything would be stocked up with the Rugrats. And he's like, oh, finally I found Chucky. Oh, finally,
Well, when I worked at Children's Palace, we purposely only put out so much, and then our stalkers had to go and climb up on top of the shelf things and hide them behind, things that nobody wanted.
Yeah.
So, and that. So I Cyclops. So what we did is then we could have um, you know, put a couple out here, throw them out through in the store, and that, and people would, and you would hear across the. We had the Cabbage Patch dolls. We hid them in the strollers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
was a small little person, so I was always up on top hiding
I
the
had one
stuff.
year, Kathy, and I am to this day I'm kicking myself in the rear end. Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
They had this. It was. They only gave the store one of this particular Barbie doll. She
Yeah.
was the one with the red hair and the motorcycle outfit.
Yeah.
So what they had was a lottery for the employees
Yes.
because they didn't
Yeah.
want to put it on a shelf. Well, my name got drawn, which meant I had the option to buy the doll.
Yeah.
So I bought the doll and then I posted it in the paper. Everybody was calling me up, asking me how much. And I told them all I needed was $125. The doll cost $75.
Yeah.
All I needed was $125 to buy my stepson and my son their Christmas presents.
Hi, Janice.
So the first person that came to where I was working, and she kept saying, "Are you sure that's all you want for that?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And she's like, "You're positive?" And I said, "I need to buy my 2 boys. There's a special gift they both want, and I need $125. That's all I need. I'm not out to price gouge anybody." When I saw what they were selling them for, oh my God. I mean, some
Yep.
of them were selling for $3, $4, $5,000.
Yep.
And I was like, well, at least the kids were happy. They got, Zach got a bicycle and Dakota got a cozy coupe.
Yeah.
I wish I had her now, though.
Believe me, don't you think when I worked, it was just me and my husband, and I worked at Children's Palace, and I worked at Hills too at the exact same time. I did 2 full-time jobs. So I came home, showered, changed, laid down, put the clothes I needed on for that next shift, lay down, took a little bit of a nap, and then I would get back up and go to work. So I worked 2 40-hour weeks. 40 hours on each job. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, I did that for, I think, 4 months. Oh no, never could do it again. I don't even, I think I slept for like 2 days straight and never, you know, but yeah, I was able to get anything and everything that people wanted. If they wanted clothes from Hills or whatever, because I was back here, or certain mixers and that, and Pyrex bowls and stuff like that. Uh, I I had places I had to hide them for the people and that.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't let you get away with doing that stuff now. Like I said, Toys R Us had a very strict policy.
No. Well, this was because the owners did want this happening. They wanted them separate way because other people's who couldn't get there all at once. This way, when they found things, they were more happy, you know.
Yeah. Now, see, I always saw Toys R Us like with the Furbies. I mean, if they're only going to send us 5 and 5 people are calling about it, if they've got a credit card and they're willing to give you the credit card number, pay for it, then I could see taking it off the shelf, putting their name on it, and then putting it in the back room for them. Because they actually have purchased it. They purchased it, over the phone, which,
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have all that online shopping back in those days.
No. And plus that you had to have the credit card to go
Yeah.
over it. Yeah. And
I used to have fun fucking with people. Oh, sorry. Messing with people, though. They would call me about certain things, and I'd say, yes, we do have it in the store. And they were like, oh, thank you. I'm on my way. And I was like, yeah, but somebody just took the last one. Snooze, you lose.
you're
Or
bad.
they would ask me, well, what day does your truck deliver?
Every
and
day, but we don't know what's on it.
yeah, it would
We
be
have
that.
them sitting out there. We'll hope we'll get them.
Yeah, we'll
And
see.
then
Like
when you
my
would get
son
to
was born in.
the manifest will have things in there and it wasn't even in there,
Mhm.
and or had stuff that was supposed to go to another store, and that was
Yeah.
special for their stores.
Well, see, it's like when my son was born, I started collecting all of the 1998 Hot Wheel cars.
Yeah,
I never knew that there was like a
red
no-name brand. It was like the creme de la creme of the Hot Wheels. So
red
this
wheel.
guy would call and he would ask me, did I restock all the Hot Wheels? And I said, actually, yes, they're totally full now. And he's like, well, can you go walk down there and see if you can find? And he would tell me what it was. And I said, well, I don't see any in here. And he's like, oh, okay, thank you. And he called me one time and the car was there.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me, could I pull it off the shelf for him? And I told him, well, this is what my name is. Come see me when you get to the store. So I did hide it behind something for him because he was somebody that called every single day about the Hot Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
And that he was the one that explained to me that these are the rarest of the Hot Wheels. And I'm like, well, damn, if I'd known that, I'd be checking all those 98s.
Yeah,
I would have grabbed up one of them.
The red wheel ones. That's the rare ones.
Yeah.
I
definitely don't have any of those.
In those boxes because they came in over 300 or more in a big box.
I know.
Them. And it was like, ah.
Yeah.
A lot of people would go in, and not many people know that if you look in a certain place on the box, it would say 1, 2, 3, and everybody wanted that number 1 car. There might have only been 100, but every store got a number 1, and everybody wanted the number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the collection I have for my son, it's I think there was only like 68 cars in that collection. So I was always, I had a piece of paper and I'd write down the numbers of the ones that I did have. And so when the Hot Wheels would come in, I would search through to see if any of the missing numbers I didn't have. I'm not positive if I have the entire collection.
Oh, I had people.
I know I
They
don't
were
have
on
that
the
special
long
one though.
peg. They were on the long peg ones, and
Yeah.
people would just go flip it up and dump them, and I'd come out
Oh, I
from
know.
like they're all over the place, all over the place. And then
Mm-hmm.
we would get in trouble because our area was not cleaned up and that.
Yeah.
But I got in trouble quite a few times because that was my area and I hated it, because I was the youngest person working there. So, you do where and you go where you're told. But one of the managers did eventually see one of the guys doing that. He went and picked it up, took it off, and dumped them all, looked through what he wanted to look through, then did the next to the pegs. He made the guy not to come back to the store.
I would have walked up and rapped him in the back of the head and said, "Did your mother ever tell you to pick up your toys? Put the damn peg
No.
back up and line them all back up on that peg." That took me 3 hours to put those son of a bitches up there.
Oh yeah, that was always a lot of pain. But so anybody ready for Christmas tomorrow? I don't celebrate it, so
I don't either.
no,
You don't celebrate at all?
No.
no, nope, nope, no celebrate Christmas here.
No, my husband got a ham from his job, and the dogs almost had a feast because that thing, I swear to God, weighed 70 pounds.
Mhm.
And I had to get all the wrapping off of it, and plus it had the mesh stuff all over it.
Yeah,
And I stick it in the roasting pan. I have to cut the directions off, and I'm blind as a bat, so I can't even see the directions. What temperature, how long
yeah.
per pound. There was no thing that said how many pounds the thing weighed. So I stuck it in the oven for like 3 hours, and I pulled it out. Well, actually, I called my son. I was like, "I need your help." And he goes, "What do you need help with?" And I said, "I need you to get the ham out of the oven." And he goes, "Well, why can't you do it?" And I said, "Can you please lift the ham out of the oven?" So he puts the oven mitts on, and he thinks it's going to be light. He goes to pull it out, and he almost dropped it on the glass part of the oven door.
No,
And it's still not cooked all the way, but I mean, you can eat it. So anyway, I cut a big piece of the fat off the back of it and gave each one of the dogs a piece. So they'll be farting all night tonight.
you're not supposed to give dogs ham at all.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to give dogs ham at all.
My dogs have always had ham.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know it for the longest time, and then someone told me about it, and I went and looked it up. You're not supposed to give dogs ham, but we've always given our dogs whatever food we were eating. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we could buy a 40-pound bag of dog food now, and it'll last for a month because I eat so much table food.
Mhm.
I buy the little pints of ice cream, and I have to give each one of them a bite of the ice cream before I can even start eating it. And
Not
then they
me.
hover around me.
My dog don't get my ice cream.
They really like.
I love him, but he don't get the ice cream from me because I just really don't want him to have my ice cream. You know what my sister did one time because I was eating ice cream? She went out and bought my dog special dog ice cream.
Yeah.
I
Well,
got my next door neighbor who makes homemade bones for my dog.
uh,
Yep.
No, Candy gets a bite what I'm eating sometimes, but I don't go out and buy her special. She gets her dog food and then a bite of mine if it's something she can eat.
Yeah.
well, the Mastiff. We used to have an ice cream shop right up the street from where the house we used to own,
Mm-hmm.
and oh my God, they had the best ice cream. It was hand churned. I mean, it was just delicious. That dog loved the butter pecan. So me and my husband and the dog would get in the car, and she would get her own ice cream cone. And she'd just be sitting there just looking and licking, licking that cone down.
Oh wow, Jessica, you make homemade bark candy for the dog. It's yogurt and peanut butter based.
Oh, that sounds cool.
That's cool. You'll have to send me that recipe.
Yeah, me too. Save me some freaking money on these dog treats. My dogs are totally out of dog treats.
Mm,
Andrew keeps standing up where the treat jar is,
yeah.
and he looks at me. And if I go on the back porch, I have a 5-gallon bucket, which is usually where I hide the extra treats.
Mm-hmm.
And once we get down to where it's just the dog bone cookie thing, then we know we're desperate, But I usually smother peanut butter on it so they can eat it. Anyway, he's figured out how to open the 5-gallon bucket, see if there's any treats in there. And I'm like, I don't think so, Indra. Anyway, I found out when I was just laying here and the dog come running through and sat on my head.
Yeah.
Well, he came to me for protection because my husband all of a sudden come walking out and pointed his finger at him.
Ooh.
And he started cowering. And I said, what did he do? And he goes, doesn't matter. He knows what he did. So I just went and asked him again. I was like, well, what did Indra do? Did he eat your slippers again? He knows what he did. And I'm like, he's a dog. And I really don't think he knows what he did.
Yeah.
I just found my other sneaker. It's buried under one of the couch cushions.
Mm.
But I do have an extra pair of sneakers. I found them in my closet. So I'm not totally without shoes now.
See, our dogs never have chewed up anything. Anything. They will. I've had some that go and sneak on the table and get the food that was on the table. And my husband, here's the edge of the table, right? My husband puts it right there. So, of course, they're big enough that they could get and take it, right? Well, me, I always put mine way in the middle if I have to walk away from my plate and that. But
well, that was the problem with the ham because Indra grew up so fast that anytime any of us cook anything, as soon as that the top of the stove cools down, he's standing up and he can actually reach where the back burners are, and he just licks the entire top of the stove clean. But I told my son, I was like,
I would never let my dog.
We have no place to put this ham where Indra can't get to it. No. I still don't know where the hell I'm going to put it tonight. Can't believe how huge that thing was. But it was so heavy. Oh my God.
Yeah, we had a dog that would take your shoes, but she wouldn't eat them. She'd just take them and put them in her bed. And my daughter was getting ready for school and she couldn't find her shoes. So she said, Weasel, I'll just go get another pair. So she went and get another pair of tennis shoes. And Weasel looked like, oh, I thought you were one of the ones I stole. But he never ate them. He just took them, I guess, for our smell.
Yeah. Well, the new dog that we got, he's got an issue with my cigarettes because he'll grab my packs of cigarettes and he takes them out to the fire pit and he buries them in the fire pit. He also, if I'm just sitting on the bed and I'm watching YouTube or something, but I'm sitting up and I've got the ashtray sitting on the bed, he'll come up and he'll flip the ashtray. All cigarette butts and ashes all over the bed. Doesn't matter where the ashtray is, the dog will flip it on me if I'm smoking. And I'm like, if you don't think anybody, I said, dog, I got cancer. I'm going to enjoy my cigarettes. Leave me alone. And everybody in my house smoked. My mother had a cigarette in her mouth as she took her last breath. You could stop flipping the ashtrays and you could stop stealing my damn packs of cigarettes. Because my husband just brought me home a carton. And I mean, all I've got to do is just turn my head and that carton will be gone. But I know to go out to the yard because I know where he buries all my stuff. He buries it in that fire pit. But he's still a puppy. He's not even a year old. Oh.
But he doesn't like your cigarette smell.
Yeah.
But if like my father-in-law would smoke cigars, and when he got cancer, he asked the doctor, well, can I still smoke? He said, well, you done the damage. Smoke if you want to.
That's what my
No.
mother said. My mother say that, and it used to make me so furious because we'd be like, "Can you just try to cut back on how much you're smoking, Mom? You know, we understand you've been smoking your entire life, but can you just cut back?" And she'd say, "Why close the barn door after the horses escaped?" So that's my
Yeah.
phrase now. I tell everybody that when they start getting on me about, oh, she's had cancer since 1945 and she's chain smoking cigarettes on her live streams and hacking and coughing. And it's like, yeah, my husband brought home some kind of illness like almost we're going on 4 months ago, and he's gotten it twice, and I still haven't gotten rid of the first dose that he gave me. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm smoking. Smoking actually kind of cuts it down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I figured this way, we've already damaged the body.
Yeah.
I should stop smoking. And when we go over to the new house, we're not allowed to smoke inside. So we will be having less cigarettes too, So
Oh, our family, we used to, with every new baby that was born,
mhm.
it was, we're not going to be smoking around the baby. We're going
Yeah.
to designate a room or we're going to go outside and nobody's going to smoke around the baby.
Yeah.
So, like with my little niece Emily, we would go into my sister's bedroom and that would be the smoking room. And then when Emily would fall asleep, they would go lay her down in the
Yeah.
bed. So I finally looked at my sister one time and I said, can I ask you a question? She said, what's that? And I said, we have to go sit in your bedroom to smoke cigarettes so that Emily's not getting the cigarette smoke, right? She said, yeah. And I said, then why are you putting Emily in that bedroom where we're all smoking when she falls asleep? And she goes, oh my God, I never even thought of that. And I was like, I'm smoking around the kid. She's got to get used to it. We all smoke in this house.
Mm.
Every single one of us is a smoker. So it only lasts for about 2 weeks, but we at least try to make an effort.
Yeah.
Some people who smoke, they don't ever smoke in their house. They do it all outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, down in Florida, a lot of the rental properties, it's in your lease that you cannot smoke inside the house.
Mhm.
And boy, they can smell it too if you smoked in the house.
Oh
Whoa.
yeah.
I've gotten busted in every single house. And that was smoking in my bathroom.
It
Are
don't
you in
matter.
Florida, Alley Cat?
No, I'm in Alabama. I can't afford to live in Florida.
Oh, okay.
My brother said that the houses that were selling for $39,000 back in 1980 are now $350,000.
Yep.
And he said they're just building and building and building up that town. And a lot of people have moved up from Miami, so now they've got gangs up there. There's a lot of shootings. And I was just like, yeah, I do get the paper from that town. So I kind of know what's going on there. But I've got family, I mean, they're all packed up in one house together in a 3-bedroom house because none of them can afford to rent a place.
That's what it became up here. It's very expensive to have a house up here anymore.
Yeah.
That's why we never moved from this one. But
Well, see, they did the same thing to you that they do down in Florida where, you get all settled in a place and everything. And then it's like the market goes up and everybody all of a sudden puts their house up for sale. That's how my brother ended up homeless. He had been in that house for 13 years, kept it immaculate. My brother he's a clean freak.
mhm.
You could literally eat off his floors. I mean, he was that clean. Never ever had an issue with the landlord, nothing. And the guy just shows up one day and says, "Oh, you gotta be out of here within 30 days." And my brother's like, "Why? I've never been late on my rent." He went through the whole thing. He says, "Oh, me and my wife are getting divorced, and the market's real good, so we're selling the house."
Yeah.
And I said, "Talk to him and see if maybe you could work out a buy owner deal." And he's like, "No, he wants the money."
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah.
sold that house that I was living in for $90,000, and it had rats in it, big freaking rats. I mean, it was the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
Hmm.
Wow.
I said, y'all are going to plow this place down, aren't you, and just rebuild a brand new home on it? The property's good. And they said, no, we're just going to fix it up.
Yep.
And I forgot I was actually going to drive by it and see what they did do with it, because my brother said the house actually does look pretty good now. I totally forgot to do it while I was down there.
Yep. Some of the most popular places to live in Florida now is Tampa, because you've got the Busch Gardens and you've got the casino. And
Yeah.
then the other most popular place is Orlando, because you've got all the theme parks. And everybody wants to live and do YouTube out of all these places now.
Not me.
We have family that lives kind of like on the outskirts of Orlando, but their kids they used to work at the theme parks. The rents really aren't bad in Orlando. Not compared to, I lived in Port St. Lucie, which is about 40 miles north of West Palm Beach. And we were paying, one place we paid $2,400 a month rent for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yeah.
Light bills that were, $600-700. Electric bills that were, I mean, I think our monthly bills were probably close to $7,000 a month. But my
Wow.
husband had a really good job, so.
To me, that I don't want to ever go down any other state. I like my state. I know what I'm looking at and what I'm in for, and that. So,
Well, see,
night.
our town started going downhill when they built the Met Stadium, because all the New Yorkers moved down there and they started building these gated communities and everything. So our houses that were worth money actually ended up being the slum houses. So that was the start of that town going downhill. Now it's just, we're known now for the Pulse nightclub shooter. He's from our town. I was just actually watching a documentary on that.
Lisa, love you, honey. I'll see you later, okay?
Everybody have a Merry Christmas who's leaving.
Yeah, I've got to get off soon because they all went to bed and they may be hearing me talk.
Yeah. I was just going to say I'm going to get off because it's almost the 2-hour mark. So.
Do you realize how much less stressed you are not dealing with Christmas?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel bad that I haven't even sent the kids presents or anything, but I mean, there's so freaking many of them now. Even, I don't want to be that cheap aunt that sends everybody $5 or $10,
Yeah.
So, with everybody, you're looking at about $500 before all the kids get a little bit of money. I didn't even bother sending them a card, so
yeah.
We'll see if they'll call me tomorrow. They don't even call me on Thanksgiving or Christmas, so I doubt very much I'll even get a phone call tomorrow.
Me too. So I'm gonna close this out. Night, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Night, Roxanne. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah, y'all have a good night. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for coming up. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, honey.